Businesses and marketers want your hard-earned cash, and the holiday season is a great time to entice shoppers to get the best new thing for their loved ones. And one of the most common ways to pay for those items is by credit cards.
Yeah, I think we all know about them. They can be a good thing, but as many of you might know, they can also be your worst nightmare. Knowing how and when to use them could save you a whole lot of money and a whole lot of stress once the holidays are over. Tara Pettit joins us live now in the studio.
After Thanksgiving is usually the best time to get the best deals, but sometimes while you're out looking for those too good to be true sales, you realize you've swiped that credit card a few too many times. But there are some easy ways to avoid going into debt this holiday season.
They have to pay for all their gifts somehow.
It's the time of year when it's better to give than to receive, but it's also the time of year when many give more than they realize.
I'm sure people start thinking about credit cards this time of year.
It's an easy solution, right?
They're a tool, and tools can be used for good, and tools can hurt you also.
Eddie Kramer of Columbia's Abacus Planning Group says the average family will spend $880 this year for Christmas. And when you put that all on a credit card that accumulates 12% interest, you could end up paying much more than that.
You can turn that $880 into $1,000, $1,200 in a hurry and be paying for Christmas in July.
That's when Kramer says credit cards become bad tools.
You need to have a plan. Know how much you're going to spend. Talk with your spouse. Look at your own budget and decide how much can I spend.
Kramer adds that by having a plan, you could avoid interest fees and other damages.
You don't want to get too much on your credit card that you can't pay off and hurt your credit score.
And if you don't want to risk possible penalties, you can always pay cash.
I would recommend not using a credit card at all unless you can afford to pay for it that month.
And like Eddie Kramer just said, sometimes credit cards can be a useful tool, but what credit cards should you avoid and which ones can be helpful? Tomorrow night at 10, I'll bring you part 2 of this report where I'll uncover what you should look for when applying for a credit card and which ones could end up breaking the bank. Live in studio, Tara Pettit, Watch Fox News.